yogis. Hi. Fancy seeing you here. Hi. Yes. I won't slip.
We'll go to Hanuman.
Maybe I will. Who knows? Walk with me like lovers do. Talk to me. Hi. I'm so good. Good to see you.
I always feel like I'm touching your bare skin with my cold hands.
That's okay. I'm wearing a skank tank. So that means you will touch my skin. Ready? Okay. Good afternoon, yogis. TGIF. And most importantly, namaste. Thank you so much for showing up for our live stream class, and thank you for everyone on YouTube around the world who are tuning in to share a moment with me, an hour practice of some dancing and singing and sweating and all kinds of fun stuff. So for our practice today, you will need 2 blocks. And before we get started, I just want to show a transitional shape that will come up into the practice a lot. This is an old favorite from Laughing Lotus, and it's called Perch Pose. So from a low lunge, you're going to step into the front foot and bend your back knee. And the hands on the blocks just really act like go-go gadget arms so that you can bring the earth closer to you. And you really want to feel like you are giving yourself a kick in your own ass. You're drawing your heel to your butt so that you really can look forward, okay? Does that make sense? Fantastic. Find a comfortable seat of your choice. I recommend sitting on a block just so that you can really elevate your pelvis. And take a moment to let your hands find your heart as your heart finds your hands. Big breath in, big breath out. So it is the season of spring, my favorite season. I call it the Paris of the seasons because it's the party season. We've just had the long winter. We were hibernating and we're ready to meet the sun. We're ready to enjoy the warmth in the air. And for the month of April at Laughing Lotus, we're exploring the science of Ayurveda, which is the sister science of yoga. Aryu meaning life, Veda meaning knowledge. Now, Ayurveda is based on all of the elements that exist in the universe. And the season of spring is water and earth. Combined, it creates mud, right? And so today, we're going to use the element of fire to really soften the mud so that we can plant seeds for new beginnings, a new opportunity to grow, a chance to awaken the sun, to greet it with our heart, and really blossom into the season. So just take a moment and think about what seed you want to plant today. And let today's practice be an opportunity to manifest the brightest, happiest spring. Take a big breath in. Big sigh out your mouth. Breathing in for the cosmic sound of Om. response. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Your turn. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Together. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai. One more time. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Biggest breath in, bigger sigh out. Float your eyes open, hook your thumbs, and reach your fingertips up towards the ceiling. Rotate your armpits forward so that you can really open up the front of your chest. We're going to start our practice with Kapalabhati breathing, all done through the nostrils. Breathe in halfway. Begin to pump the breath out, 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 out. Exhale, 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 out, 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 out. Firing up the belly, firing up the element of fire so that we can really soften the mud, till the soil to plant the seeds that we want to manifest for the coming of spring. Now keep going. Out, 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 out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a big breath in. Fill all the way to the crown of the head. Hold the breath in. Lift up the pelvic floor. Let the navel fly up and in. Bow the chin into the heart. Lift the head up. Big sigh out the mouth. Take a twist towards the right. Bring your left hand to the right thigh and tense your right fingertips either on the block or the mat behind you. Now use the right arm to really grow towards the sun on the breath in. Twist a little deeper to the right on the breath out. Turn to face the front of the mat. Left hand stays on the right thigh. Right arm lifts to the ceiling. Start to side bend towards the left. And then look underneath your right armpit. Give a little sniff to see if you put deodorant on. Smells delicious. Take a big breath in. Right hand to the left thigh. Cross the elbows and then curl the spine like a cat pose. Let this be a moment to go inside and really nourish that seed you're going to plant. Lift your torso up. Eagle wrap the left arm underneath the right. Arch the spine. Lift the elbows forward and up. Breathe in. Exhale. Curl the spine. Draw the elbows into the belly on the breath out. Arch the spine. Elbows lift forward and up. Look up. Breathe in. Draw the elbows into the belly as you curl the spine like a cat. One more big breath in. Arch the spine. Lift the elbows up. Curl the spine as you breathe out. Now stay curled. Keep the elbows crossed, hands to the outer edges of your thighs. And like you're taking off a winter coat, lift the arms up to the sky. High prayer. Breathe in. Exhale. Take a twist towards the left. Right hand to the left thigh. And tense the left fingertips right behind you. Soften the gaze so that you can listen to your breath. Breathe in. Twist a little deeper to the left on the breath out. Right hand stays on the left thigh. Turn to face the front of the mat. Left arm lifts to the ceiling. Start to side bend towards the right. And then look underneath your left armpit so that you can really feel the side body expand, opening your heart. Breathe in. Left hand to the right thigh. Cross the elbows. Curl the spine like a cat pose. Feel the shoulder blades broaden as you really allow yourself to create space in the back body. Lift your torso up. Eagle wrap the right arm underneath the left. Arch your spine. Elbows lift forward and up. Breathe in. Curl the spine on the breath out. Arch on the breath in, lifting yourself to the sun. Curl the spine on the breath out. One more big breath in. Arch the spine. Look up. Breathe in. Curl the spine on the breath out. Now stay curled. Keep the elbows crossed, hands to the outer edges of the thighs. Take another layer off so that we can really party for the season of spring. Breathe in. Exhale, shift your way forward, hands and to the ground, and bring your blocks to the front of your mat. Right away, downward facing dog. Tuck your toes and lift your sits bones to the sky. Now start to walk your dog in place, breathing oxygen to the backs of the thighs, to the backs of the knees, so that you can really find your root system, your legs, your feet, which really hold you into the ground so that you can rise to meet the sun. Lift the heels up high on the breath in. Bend your knees a bunch on the breath out. Look to the front of the mat, plank pose. Beautiful. Stay for the breath out. Feel the inner thigh spiral in. Lower belly hugs the spine. Look forward. Let me see your face. Downward facing dog on the breath out. So beautiful, yogis. Heels lift on the breath in. Knees bend a bunch on the breath out. Plank pose. Beautiful. Stay for the breath out. Really feel the front of the body move forward and up so that you can meet the spring. Child's pose on the breath out. Knees to the ground, sits bones to the heels. Tenth of fingertips at the top of the mat so that, again, your hands can become roots. Beautiful. Hands and knees on the breath in. Pick up your left knee and slide it to meet your right inner thigh. Keep looking forward. Step your right foot to the back of the mat. Modified side plank. Kickstand the left shin behind you and spin the right heel down. Now use your right leg to really support this supported side plank as you start to reach the right arm over your head. Look forward. Breathe in. Right hand to the ground. Step back plank pose. Look forward. Draw your right knee into your nose on the breath in. Three-legged dog. Right leg lifts to the sky. Bend your right knee, open up your right hip, and start to make some circles with the foot, with the knee, with the leg, whatever you need to do to create lubrication so that you can soften the mud. Now go the opposite way so that you can find all the rotation of your lower right leg. Right leg lifts to the sky, square your hips. Pull the knee into the chest, chest forward on the breath out. Three-legged dog, right leg lifts to the sky. Knee to the nose, see if you can make contact. Three-legged dog, right leg lifts to the sky. Beautiful. Step the right foot forward and drop your left shin to the floor. Untuck the back toes and lift your arms to the sky. Crescent Lunge, Anjaneyasana. And think, your left foot is the root of the pose so that you can really rise to meet the sun. Left arm forward, right arm back. Left hand to the ground, right arm lifts to the sky. Tuck your back toes underneath yourself and feel the left heel reach back so that you can move your chest forward and up. Right arm over your head on the breath in. Both of your hands to your blocks, early pyramid pose. For this moment, keep the back heel lifted and then use the support of the blocks to breathe space in the right hamstring. Lengthen the spine, look forward, breathe in. Fold over your right leg on the breath out. Walk your blocks forward, perch pose. Bend the left knee, squeeze the inner thighs together. Give yourself a kick in the ass so that you can look forward. Step into the forward fold on the breath out. Bend your knees and slowly roll yourself up to stand. Beautiful. Arms lift to the sky, Urdhva Hastasana, breathe in. Step the right foot behind the left, OMG pose. It's a cosmic curtsy. Keep your heart lifted so I can see your face. Hands to the ground, step the right foot back, low lunge, look forward. Downward facing dog on the breath out. Plank pose on the breath in. Knees to the ground, child's pose on the breath out. Drag the chest forward and up, baby cobra pose like you are a wave being pulled to the shore. Child's pose on the breath out. Tenth of fingertips so that your arms and your feet become your roots. Hands and knees on the breath in. Pick up your right knee, slide it to meet your left inner thigh. Look forward, step your left foot to the back of the mat. Modified side plank. Kickstand the right shin behind you and feel the entire front of the body move towards the graffiti wall. Reach the left arm over your head on the breath in. Left hand to the ground, step back plank pose, look forward. Draw your left knee into your nose on the breath in. Three-legged dog, left leg lifts to the sky. Bend your left knee, open up your left hip, and start to create some lubrication on the left root, the left ankle, the left knee, and the left hip. Make sure you go the opposite direction so that we're finding balance in our practice. Left leg lifts to the sky, square your hips. Pull the knee into the nose, belly draws in, breathe out. Three-legged dog, left leg lifts to the sky. Knee to the chest, shoulders over the wrist. Three-legged dog, one more time, beautiful yogis. Step the left foot forward, Crescent Lunge, Anjaneyasana. Deliver the right shin to the floor with grace so that you can allow your arms to lift. Right arm forward, left arm back. Right hand to the ground, left arm lifts to the sky. Tuck your back toes underneath yourself and use the right heel pressing back to allow your chest to move forward and up. Left arm over your head on the breath in. Both of your hands to your blocks, early pyramid pose to feel space and lengthening through the back of the left hamstring. Lengthen the spine, look forward, breathe in. Fold over your left leg on the breath out. Perch pose, bend the right knee, draw your heel to your butt and lift your chest, lift your chest. Forward fold, Uttanasana on the breath out. Bend your knees and slowly roll yourself up to stand. So from your roots to your heart to your tree branches, your arms can lift, Urdhva Hastasana. Step the left foot behind the right, OMG pose. It's a cosmic curtsy. Keep your heart lifted. Hands to the ground, step the left foot back, low lunge, look forward. Downward facing dog on the breath out. Plank pose on the breath in. Lower all the way down to the ground on the breath out. Cobra pose or upward facing dog. Let the heart blossom. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Take a moment here and breathe. So good, yogis. And then slowly start to walk yourself to the top of the mat. Keep connecting to the seed that you are planting, the intention that you're setting for the practice, so that everything is going towards this manifestation of spring. Halfway lift on the breath in, look forward. Bend your knees, forward fold on the breath out. Arms lift to the sky, Urdhva Hastasana, breathe in. Hands to your heart center on the breath out. Palms lift, look up, breathe in. Bend your knees, forward fold on the breath out. Step your right foot back, low lunge, look forward. Downward facing dog on the breath out. Plank pose on the breath in. Chaturanga Dandasana or all the way to the floor. Upward facing dog on the breath in. Downward facing dog as you breathe out. Reach your right leg to the sky. Step your right foot forward on the breath out. Perch pose, bend the left knee, draw the heel to the butt, forward fold on the breath out. Arms lift to the sky, high prayer, breathe in. Hands to your heart center on the breath out. Palms lift, look up, breathe in. Bend your knees, forward fold on the breath out. Step the left foot back, lift the heart, breathe in, downward facing dog. Well done, yogis. Plank pose on the breath in. Chaturanga Dandasana or all the way to the floor. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, breathing in. Adho Mukha Svanasana, breathing out. Lift the left heel to the sky, breathe in. Left foot forward on the breath out. Perch pose, give yourself a kick in the ass to lift the heart. Forward fold on the breath out. Arms lift to the sky, high prayer, breathe in. Hands to your heart on the breath out. Palms lift, look up, breathe in. Bend your knees, forward fold on the breath out. Right foot steps back, look forward. Downward facing dog on the breath out. Plank pose, breathing in. Chaturanga, keep looking forward. Upward facing dog, blossom the heart. Downward facing dog on the breath out. Right heel rises on the breath in. Right foot forward on the breath out. Perch pose, bend the left knee, draw your heel to your butt, forward fold on the breath out. Palms lift to the sky, high prayer, breathe in. Hands to the heart on the breath out. Palms lift, look up, breathe in. Bend your knees, forward fold, breathe out. Step the left foot back, low lunge. Downward facing dog on the breath out. Plank pose, breathing in. Lower the halfway down on the breath out. Upward facing dog, look to the heart. Downward facing dog on the breath out. Left heel rises on the breath in. Left foot forward on the breath out. Perch pose, bend the right knee, draw the heel to the butt. Forward fold on the breath out. Arms lift to the sky, high prayer. Hands to your heart on the breath out. Last round, arms lift, look up, breathe in. Bend your knees, forward fold. Step the right foot back, low lunge. Chaturanga Dandasana, lower halfway down. Upward facing dog on the breath in. Downward facing dog, stay and breathe. Let the breath fuel every part of your body, your spirit, your mind, your physical vehicle that you have been given so that you can blossom to the sun. Step your feet together, bend your knees, look to the top of the mat, walk, step, or float. Halfway lift on the breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Arms lift to the sky, high prayer, breathe in. Hands to your heart on the breath out. Last time, palms lift, look up, breathe in. Bend your knees, forward fold on the breath out. Step the left foot back, low lunge. Chaturanga Dandasana, lower halfway down. Upward facing dog, beautiful Katie. Downward facing dog, stay and breathe. And think, every point of contact you are making on the floor is an opportunity to create roots so that you're really using your root system to allow yourself to reflect the light of the season of spring. Step your feet together, bend your knees, look to the top of the mat, walk, step, or float. Halfway lift on the breath in, exhale, forward fold. Chair pose, Uttanasana. Feel like the legs are moving in all directions. The feet are plugging in. The sits bones are reaching back. The knees are propelling you forward so that you can really rise off of your hips. Diver's pose. Come onto the balls of the feet. Lift the shoulder head so it feels like a sensation of upward facing dog. Chair pose, Uttanasana, ground the heels, lift your arms to the sky. Stand up tall, Urdhva Hastasana on the breath in. Bend your knees, forward fold, Uttanasana, breathe out. Halfway lift, prepare, breathe in. Exhale, step or slide back, Chaturanga Dandasana, or skip it and meet me in downward facing dog. Yogis, you're moving so beautifully. Are you ready to flow? Right leg lifts to the sky, breathe in. Step the right foot forward, warrior one on the breath out. So good, yogis. Start to lengthen the right leg, flex the right foot. Interlace your hands, lift your chest, breathe in. Devotional warrior, keep steering the left hip forward as you lay your chest on top of the thigh, leading with your heart. Left arm forward, flying warrior, parallel your feet to face the graffiti wall. Turn the right toes forward, warrior two, to the front of the mat. Flip the right palm, reach forward, up and over, peaceful warrior, beautiful. Cartwheel your hands to frame your front foot. Take it away, vinyasa or downward facing dog. And anything you want to do in between the right and the left side, let this be your opportunity to grow and blossom. Left heel rises on the breath in. Step the left foot forward, warrior one on the breath out. Flex the left foot, interlace your hands. Bow forward, devotional warrior, as you lay the chest on the thigh. Right arm forward, flying warrior, parallel your feet. Turn the left toes to the front of the mat, warrior two, as you breathe out. Peaceful warrior on the breath in. Cartwheel your hands to frame your front foot. Take it away and flare. Yes, Katie, so good. Okay, yogis, let's build it. Right leg lifts to the sky. Step the right foot forward, warrior one. You know how it starts. Flex the right foot, interlace the hands. Bow forward on the breath out. Left arm forward, flying warrior, parallel your feet. Two to the back of the mat to reflect on winter. Flying warrior on the breath in. Two to the front. It was a rough one this year. Peaceful warrior on the breath in. Triangle pose on the breath out. Now feel like the right femur bone is plugging into the hip socket by allowing the left hip to lift up and move forward. And then you can really twist the right lung underneath the left so that you are opening up your heart, opening up your windows, opening up everything so that you can grow to meet the sun. Does that feel okay? Stand up tall on the breath in. Warrior two on the breath out. Peaceful warrior on the breath in. Cartwheel your hands to frame your front foot, vinyasa or downward facing dog. Gutsy, Paulina, I like that. Left heel rises on the breath in. Step the left foot forward, warrior one. Flex the left foot, interlace your hands, bow forward on the breath out. Right arm forward, flying warrior, parallel your feet, two to the back of the mat as you breathe out. Fly high on the breath in. Two to the front on the breath out. Peaceful warrior on the breath in. Utthita Trikonasana triangle pose on the breath out. Now think, your right foot is the root system that the entire pose is built off of. Can you allow yourself to plug the left femur bone into your left hip socket? And as the tailbone goes back, feel the sacrum press forward so that you can really rise and ascend. Stand up tall on the breath in. Warrior two on the breath out. Peaceful warrior on the breath in. Cartwheel your hands to frame your front foot. Take it away and flow. Beautiful, Dana Ma. One more round. You've got it. Right leg lifts. Step the right foot forward. Warrior one. Flex the right foot. Interlace your hands. Bow forward on the breath out. Left arm forward. Warrior two. All the way to the back of the mat. Flying warrior on the breath in, stay here. Heels turn in, toes turn out, left arm underneath the right. Biggest breath in, roar. Very advanced warrior 2 to the front of the mat. Peaceful warrior on the breath in. Forearm to your thigh, supported side angle pose on the breath out. Now think, rotate the entire left armpit towards the front of your chest so that you're really allowing the lungs to move forward so that you can get fresh air. You can nurture the seed that you have planted. Look down at the ground. Side plank on the left hand, left foot. Stack the right ankle on top of the left as the right arm lifts to the sky. Float the right foot off of the left on the breath in. Rock star pose, step the right foot behind you as you open your heart to the universe. Three-legged dog, right leg lifts. Low lunge on the breath out. Perch pose, bend the left knee, grab your left ankle with your left hand. Utanasana, Shavasana. Keep the heel plugged to the butt bone so that you can stack the left hip on top of the right. Yes, yogis, that was so good. And I get really excited when I'm bossy. Take one more breath in. OMG pose, step the left foot behind the right. Stand up tall, Urdhva Hastasana on the breath in. Hands to your heart on the breath out. Pick up the right knee, I guess we needed that. Tree pose, sole of the right foot to the left interthigh. How could I not do a spring class and put tree in it, right? So they'll be the tree. Find your roots in the left foot. Let your arms blossom to the sun. Let your heart expand so that you radiate to meet spring. Right knee forward on the breath in. Chair pose on the breath out. Diver's pose. Come onto the balls of the feet. Lift the heart forward as the tailbone goes back. Chair pose, Uttanasana. Crow pose, Bakasana, or yogi squat. Take a moment to check in. What do you need right now? Do you need to ground? Maybe it's taking the squat. Maybe you need to fire yourself up and you take the arm balance by bending the elbows and plugging the knees to the backs of the arms. Downward facing dog is where we will meet. You can step back, you can shoot the legs back. If you had a rough Thursday night, you can crawl back. Okay, last side, left heel rises. Step the left foot forward, warrior 1 on the breath out. Flex the left foot, interlace the hands. Lead with the heart, devotional warrior, breathe out. Right arm forward, warrior 2, all the way to the back of the mat. Flying warrior on the breath in. Heels turn in, toes turn out, right arm underneath the left, biggest breath in, Kali pose. Warrior 2 to the front of the mat. Peaceful warrior on the breath in. Forearm to your thigh, Utthita Parsva Konasana. Now think, from your right toe, your right knee, your right hip, it's all propelling you forward so that you can really rotate the left lung underneath the right so that you get fresh air into your tree. Look down at the ground. Side plank on the right hand, right foot. Stack the left ankle on top of the right as the left arm lifts to the ceiling. Float the left foot off of the right on the breath in. Rock star pose, step the left foot behind you, shine your heart to the universe. Three-legged dog on the breath in. Step the left foot forward, low lunge on the breath out. Perch pose, bend the right knee, grab your right ankle, Matsyendrasana, Shavasana variation. Laura, that was a thing of beauty. So, so good. Yes, yogis, take one more breath in. Oh my God pose, step the right foot behind the left. Stand up tall, Urdhva Hastasana on the breath in. Hands to your heart center on the breath out. Pick up your left knee and then become a tree. Sole of the left foot to the right interthigh. Root through the big toe mound of your right foot so that you can grow your branches. And what kind of tree are you? Are you a dogwood? Are you a willow? Are you a magnolia tree? If I was Southern, I would be a magnolia tree. Point your left knee forward on the breath in. Chair pose, breathe out. Diver's pose, come onto the balls of the feet, heart forward, tailbone back. Chair pose, Uttanasana. Sit a little lower, a little lower. Butt to the ground, Navasana, boat pose. So, think that you are sitting forward on the fronts of your sits bones. If you need to, grab the backs of the thighs, do that. Take a big breath in. Lower halfway down on the breath out. Lift up on the breath in. Halfway down on the breath out. Lift up on the breath in. Halfway down on the breath out. One more time, lift yourself up. Altar pose, feet to the ground, hands behind the hips, pelvis lifts, biggest breath in, lion's breath. Sitting bones to the ground, cross your ankles, vinyasa, or downward facing dog. So good, yogis. Right leg lifts on the breath in. Step your right foot forward, left shin finds the floor, Crescent Lunge, Anjaneyasana. Left arm forward, right arm back. Right hand to the left hamstring, lift the left arm to the ceiling, create space in the side of the body on the breath in. Left tricep outside of the right thigh, prayer your hands at your heart, and twist yourself to the right. Now keep the tricep and thigh contact, tuck your back toes underneath yourself, and think the left heel is what's rooting you into the twist so that you can really revolve around the spine. Keep the twist, look down at the ground. Step the left foot to meet the right, you're in a revolve chair pose. Try to keep the head and the tail in the same plane of space so that you can rotate around yourself completely, almost like it's a season in itself. Take one more breath in. Forward fold, Uttanasana on the breath out. Step your feet inner hips width distance apart. Grab your big toes with your peace fingers. Bend the elbows, bend the knees, lift the chest, breathe in. Pull the chest to the thighs as you lift your butt bones up, Padangusthasana on the breath out. Shake the head, yes. Shake the head, no. Beautiful, yogis. Let the big toes go, right hand underneath your chest. Lift the left arm up to the sky as you bend the right knee, take a twist to the left. Eagle wrap the left arm underneath the right, stand up tall on the breath in. Pick up your left knee, thread it over your right leg, Garudasana, eagle pose. Now for today, keep the heart lifted. Think that the knees and the elbows are helping you ascend, helping you to rise to meet the sun. Shivanantarajasana, perch the left heel to your left butt to start, and then become the bow and arrow as you start to string the bow. The left foot pressing into the left hand gives you the ability to reach the right arm forward, forward, forward. Beautiful. Step the feet together, Urdhva Hastasana on the breath in. Either reverse namaste or grab opposite elbows behind your back. Step your left foot back for a short, fat, wide stance. Keep both of your legs lengthened and let them be hips width distance apart. Lift your chest on the breath in. Pyramid pose on the breath out, tailbone back, heart forward, so that you can keep the pelvis neutral, so that you're really folding in your hip joint and allowing the right hamstring to breathe. Hands to the ground, lengthen the spine, look forward, breathe in. Fold over your right leg on the breath out. Perch pose, bend the left knee, step into the right foot. Standing split. Lift your left heel to the sky by engaging through the back of the left hamstring. Now, wrap your hands around your right ankle. Yes, and let the right foot become the root system as you pull the chest to the thigh. Yes, yes, yes. Take one more breath in. Matsyendrasana, seated spinal twist on the breath out. Thread the left knee behind the right, anchor both of your sitting bones onto the floor, and hook your left tricep outside of the right thigh. This is a beautiful opportunity to soften your gaze or close your eyes so that you can go in. You can nurture with your loving thoughts the seed that you want to plant for spring, so that we're using the tools and the resources to feel lighter, to elevate us, to transcend. Counter twist to the left, breathing space into your right lung and your right kidney. Altar pose, feet to the ground, hands behind the hips, pelvis lifts, breathe in. Lion's breath. Sitting bones to the ground, cross your ankles, downward facing dog. Well done, yogis. Okay, last side. Dig deep, you've got this. Left heel rises. Step your left foot forward. Right shin finds the ground. Crescent lunge on the breath out. Right arm forward, left arm back. Left hand to the right hamstring. Reach the right hands to the heavens on the breath in. Hook the right elbow outside of the left thigh. Prayer your hands at your heart space. And think the front of your chest is meeting your hands so that it's allowing you to ascend. Tuck your back toes underneath yourself and lift the bottom knee off of the ground. And then keep pressing the left knee forward so it's your leg that twists your heart. Keep the twist, look down at the ground. Step the right foot to meet the left. You're in a revolved chair pose. Keep thinking, butt up and back so that your head can go forward. So good. Take one more breath in. Forward fold, Uttanasana on the breath out. Step the feet inner hips width distance apart. And then yogi's choice, either big toes or maybe you step on the palms for Padahastasana. Bend your knees, look forward on the breath in. Pull the chest to the thighs as your tailbone lifts so that you can open up the backs of your hamstrings. Shake the head, no. Shake the head, yes. Amazing, yogis. Left hand underneath your chest, bend the left knee, right arm lifts to the sky, twist to the right. Eagle wrap the right arm underneath the left, stand up tall, elbows lift you forward and up. Pick up the right knee, thread it over the left leg, Garudasana, eagle pose. Now let all of this hugging of the midline give you your center, give you the ability to see clear, to manifest these intentions so that we can enjoy the party that is spring. Dancer's pose, Shivanantrajasana. Perch the right heel to your butt and grab the right ankle. And then split yourself in two. Let the left hand reach for summer. Let the right foot keep reflecting on winter so that you stay in the season of spring here and now. Step the feet together, Urdhva Hastasana on the breath in. Grab opposite elbows or reverse namaste behind your heart. Step the right foot back for a short, fat, wide stance. Lift the chest on the breath in. Pyramid pose, Paschimottanasana, tailbone back. Left hip point lifts up and draws back so that you can really fold at the front of your hip creases. Hands to the ground, lift the chest, look forward, breathe in. Fold over your left leg on the breath out. Perch pose, step into the left foot, bend your right knee. Standing split on the breath out. From the back of the right hamstring, lift your right foot to the sky. Now interlace your hands around your left ankle. Keep plugging the left big toe mount into the ground so that you can pull the chest to the thigh and the right heel rises. Take one more breath in. Seated spinal twist on the breath out. Well done, yogis. Tense your left fingertips behind you, right armpit outside of the right knee, left knee, excuse me. And then think, you're plugging yourself into the ground so that you can draw upon the energy of Mother Earth to allow yourself to grow. Yoga is the science of transformation. And the more we can witness these same cycles and evolutions in nature, the more we can attune ourselves to be in harmony with ourself, with the world, with everything. Counter twist to the right, breathing space into your left lung and your left kidney. Altar pose, feet to the ground, hands behind your hips, pelvis lifts, breathe in. Lion's breath. Sitting bones to the ground, cross your ankles, downward facing dog. Plank pose on the breath in. Knees to the ground, child's pose as you breathe out. Sit up on top of your shins, tense your fingertips behind your butt. Lift your pelvis up, baby camel pose on the breath in. Let the front of the body expand. Beautiful. Sit back onto your heels on the breath out. Arms lift to the sky, look up, breathe in. Reach the arms forward, come back into your child's pose. Upward facing dog like a wave. Yes, yes, yogis. Downward facing dog on the breath out. Right leg lifts to the sky on the breath in. Step your right foot forward and drop your left shin to the floor. Arms lift to the sky, Crescent Lunge, Anjaneyasana. You can stay here, or some of you will interlace your hands behind your left hamstring. Start to drag the knuckles down the back of the left hamstring and keep pressing the right foot forward. Maybe you perch your left heel to your left butt, grab your left ankle, and press the foot to the back of the room so that you become Ekapada Rajakapotasana 2. That one just rolls right off the tongue. It's very easy to say. So good. Take one more breath in. One more breath out. Let the back foot go. Arms lift to the sky. Breathe in. Grab your blocks. Sit halfway back. Ardha Hanumanasana on the breath out. Yogi's choice, stay here, or maybe you slide the right foot forward, coming into Hanumanasana full split. Now keep thinking. You want to find that internal rotation of the back leg so that your right leg propelling you forward can lift your chest. Gorgeous. That is so easy for you. Just like, oh, I'm in Hanuman taking a drink of water. That's not my case at all. Absolutely not. So good. Take one more breath in. One more breath out. Now scissor the inner thighs together, press into the blocks, and then transition into downward facing dog. Yes, yes, Mandy. That was so good. Sorry, again, I get excited. Plank pose on the breath in. Knees to the ground, child's pose on the breath out. Sit up on top of your shins, tense your fingertips behind your butt, baby camel pose, breathe in. Sit back onto your heels on the breath out. Arms lift to the sky on the breath in. Child's pose, breathe out. Upward facing dog like a wave. Yes, use your legs. Down dog on the breath out. Left heel rises, breathe in. Step the left foot forward, drop the right shin to the floor. Crescent Lunge, Anjaneyasana. Change the interlacing of the hands behind your back. Let the knuckles graze down the back of the right hamstring. Keep pressing your left foot forward. Maybe you perch the right heel to your right butt. Once you make that hand-to-foot contact, press the foot to the back of the room so that you can allow the front of your body to lift forward and up. I know. Take one more breath in. One more breath out. Drop the back foot, arms lift to the sky, breathe in. Hands to your blocks, sit halfway back, Ardha Hanumanasana. Stay here or begin to slide the left foot forward, coming into your expression of Hanumanasana full split. Now, this pose, more than any other shape, is such a reality of the asymmetry of our body. My right side is so good. It's like the cover of Yoga Journal. My left side looks like how to attempt Hanumanasana for the very first time. You know, and you have to accept where you are. You have to accept the foibles so that you can reconcile it and be happy with who you are, how God made you. Amazing. Hands to your blocks, scissor the inner thighs together, step back down dog on the breath out. Plank pose on the breath in. Knees to the ground, child's pose, breathe out. Now this time, stand up on your shins on the breath in. Bring your right hand to your right heel, left arm lifts to the sky. And then switch, tailbone back, left hand to the left foot, right arm lifts. And then you start to dance your camel. And this is your dance with your breath, your dance with your heart, so that you can go fast, you can go slow, you can be particular, or you can just allow yourself to flow and move and feel all of this expansion in your heart, in your lungs, in your body. Maybe both hands come to the heels for Uttanasana, camel pose, maybe, question mark. From the strength of your legs, lift yourself up, arms rise to the sky. Sit onto your heels, hands at your heart center. Take a moment to soften the gaze and close your eyes as you connect to your seed. You connect to your intention. Big breath in. Big breath out. Float your eyes open. Listen very carefully. This is a complicated transition. Move your hips to the left. Swing your mermaid tail to the front. Legs forward. Yes, Dana. Embody your Little Mermaid fantasy. Bend your knees to the ground. Lower yourself onto your backs. Now, we've done a lot of back bending already. So if you are ready for full wheel Urdhva Dhanurasana, place your hands alongside your head, bend your knees, and press the earth away so that you can grow to the sun. If you need a bridge pose or a block underneath the sacrum, if that's more your jam, that is also an option here. Take one more breath in. Draw the chin into the chest, lower upper back, middle back, and lower back. Constructive rest. Let your knees come together. Let your feet be mat width distance apart. Place one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Close your eyes and breathe. Does that feel okay? Good, I'm glad. Okay, second wheel. Align the feet, align the hands. Take a big breath in and then lift yourself up. Urdhva Dhanurasana, or as some of my friends like to call it, Urdhva D. And draw your chin into your chest, lower upper back, middle back, and lower back. Constructive rest. Knees together, feet apart, opposite hand on your heart, opposite hand on your belly. Close thine eyes and breathe. Okay, one more wheel. Everything comes in threes, and wheels are no different. So set yourself up and allow yourself to express your heart's desire, any variations you are working here. Let this be your moment to grow your heart, to plant your roots, to toil the soil so that you can blossom your heart. Amazing. Chin into your chest, lower yourself all the way to the floor. Grab a block, place it underneath your sacrum, and take the restorative bridge pose. Now, a couple of different options. You can stay here with the knees bent, the feet on the ground. If some of you want to float the feet to the sky and take a supported shoulder stand, that might feel really good. And what's so great about the supported shoulder stand is it allows the femur bones to find their place in the hip socket. You feel the gentle compression of the sacrum on the block, and it's almost like legs up the wall without the wall. And then just let yourself be. Let this be a moment to reap the graces of your efforts. A connection to your intention, a connection to your heart. So good. Take a big breath in, big breath out. Mindfully bend your knees and step your feet to the floor. Lift your hips off of the block and set the block off to the side. Right ankle on top of your left thigh. Flex the right foot and thread the right arm between your legs. Draw the left knee into your chest and take a supine pigeon pose. It's okay. Right, left, it's confusing sometimes. Now, couple of options. Stay here. If some of you want to lift the left foot to the sky and walk your hands up your left shin, pulling your legs closer to your heart. So good, yogis. Take one more breath in. As you exhale, step the left foot to the floor. Keep the right ankle on top of your left thigh. Cactus your arms out to the side. Move the left foot to the right as the right foot falls to the left. So good. Press your entire back body into the ground. Look over your right shoulder and breathe. Beautiful, yogis. Draw your knees into your chest, lift your feet and your arms up to the sky, and start to shake everything for a pose I like to call unhappy baby pose. Left ankle on top of your right thigh. Flex the left foot, thread the left arm between your legs, grab the back of the right hamstring, and take supine pigeon pose on the left. And then take whatever variation you did on the right here on the left. It might be staying exactly where you are. It might be lifting the right leg to the sky. Keep the left ankle connected to the right thigh. Step the right foot to the ground. Cactus your arms to the side. Heel toe the right foot to the left as the left foot falls to the right. And then feel the earth underneath you support you. Let it allow you to nurture and with love and care so that you can continue to just blossom, to grow, to allow all of your efforts move you towards your heart's desire. Draw your knees into your chest. Happy baby pose. The tantrum worked. Now you're happy. Beautiful, yogis. Draw your knees into your chest. Rock yourself up to sit. Bring the soles of your feet together and let your knees open out to the side. Now you can either draw them close to the pelvis for Baddha Konasana or keep them a bit of a distance away from your hips for a diamond-shaped Tara Asana. Lift your chest on the breath in. Lead with the heart as you fold over your feet. Now you might want to take a block and place it on the feet or in between the legs so that your third eye has something to rest on. Big breath in, bigger breath out. With the front of your body, lift yourself up to sit. Grab the outer edges of your knees and then bring them together to touch. Either wrap the arms around your thighs or in front of your shins and take a moment to curl your spine so that the physical shape is the seed, your intention that you have planted. Lift your chest and extend your feet forward. Take your hands and remove the gifts that God gave you from underneath your butt bones. Arms lift to the sky on the breath in. Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold on the breath out. Paschimottanasana is called extreme stretch of the west. And think of this as the sunset to your practice, so that you can allow nature to take its course, knowing that you have set up the conditions you needed to do to allow your seed to grow, to bloom. With the front of your body, lift yourself up to sit. take a block and place it underneath your butt, and let's just take a few holy moments to sit together as a community, as a collective. For those of you who are here in the space, for those of you who are practicing at home, a chance for us to use technology to our advantage so that we truly can become a global community, a forest of consciousness. You are welcome to stay here for the remainder of the practice. Whenever you feel called to take rest, lower yourself onto your back for our final and most important shape, Shavasana. Keep it rolling. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram means light. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai. Step into the light. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai. Make your way into a seat. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. 3 more times. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai. From your heart. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai. One more time. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Let your hands find your heart as your heart finds your hands. And let this be a moment to witness the efforts of your practice. A chance to connect to your heart, to use the tools and the resources so like spring, we too can grow to meet the sun. Big breath in. Big breath out. And let's close our time together with the cosmic sound of Om. Breathing in. Om. Throw your hands to the sky. Om. Hands around your mouth, cosmic collar. Thumbs to your third eye. The practice is never ending. It is only just beginning. Namaste, yogis. Thank you all so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for everyone who tuned in on YouTube. And just so you know, this class will be up on the Laughing Lotus YouTube channel forever. So if you want to do the flow again, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you all so much. And let's party at spring. Woo! Namaste. Namaste. Woo! Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Re-energizing us.
Good. Thank you.
Fun.
Thank you.